Hello viewers, here is a 5-wing General Electric box fan. This is the 3-speed reversible model, and this is a very important fan in my collection. This was bought either by my grandfather or my great-grandfather, I don't know, but it's been in the family since it was bought, and I always remember this being at my grandfather's house for as long as I've been around, and then he gave it to me maybe 10 or 12 years ago, and a lot of memories with this fan. I've never seen it over there all the time. The cord is not original. It was replaced, I don't know, at least 15 or 20 years ago. It's had this cord for as long as I can remember. Like most of these do, it frayed at the entry point there, and so it was replaced. You can see what the original cord would have looked like. It was a whitish color. That's where the repair was done. Here is the speed control and the reversing switch. As with all of my grandfather's fans, at some point when I was younger, I went around and labeled them all with what model they were. And I also took ownership of them at a very young age. It's not in the best condition. It's, you know, like I said, this has been in use since the day it was purchased. So it's got some scuffs from use. The handle is still with us and in good condition. I don't believe the name tag, or not the name tag, the information is still with us though. I think that wore off a long time ago. Yeah, that's no longer with us. The feet are also no longer there. Those have worn out many years ago. This was one of 2 box fans I remember them having. The other one, I don't know what it was. I don't even know what happened to it. It had a black blade, and I think like a yellowed, or was probably white at some point, grill perhaps. That fan was awful. It shook so bad it would actually move across the floor as it ran. So it wasn't used that much. I don't know, maybe they got rid of it. I haven't seen it in 15, 20 years, I don't know. I only very vaguely remember it. But this one is always around. A lot of times they'd use this in the hallway because the air conditioner was in the living room, or still is in the living room, and they would use this in the hallway to move the cool air into the bedrooms. The grill could fare to be repainted, and so could the cabinet, but otherwise it's in good condition. It was always kept clean, and you know, it was never abused. There's the interior of the switch. I'm not sure if that's original or not. This may have been rewired at some point. I think there's some kind of a label on there. Let's go in there and check that out if I can get this guard off. It's not going to come off easily. There we go. You know what? He may have rewired this as well. Of course, I probably shouldn't having my hand in here because it's plugged in, but yeah, he may have rewired that too. So perhaps that's not the original reversing switch. I don't know. Either way, it works the same as the original one would, and this piece is definitely original. I never really noticed that before. Well, anyways, that's that. There's a motor screw in there, or is that a motor screw? Yeah, there is, because the original one there stripped out, so it was replaced with a bigger screw so it would still thread in. Anyways, I think it's about time to go ahead and start this thing up, so I will get the camera onto the tripod here. And let's start off, if I can get this into the right angle. This isn't moving. I don't like this tripod. Okay, here we go. I'll start it up on low. I'll turn this computer thing off. Okay, low. One of the things I've always liked about these GE box fans is that they have a nice, quiet, slow, low speed. This is hardly even audible. I've got the server running and the computer running, and I mean, you can just barely hear it over that equipment. And it's moving plenty of air too. And that's a stiff plastic plant. It's not even a, it's not light. Alright, let's go up to medium. Now the medium on this, I don't know if there's something wrong with it or what, but the medium doesn't really work properly until it's been run for a while. Like if this was cold, I had it on earlier before, if this was cold, the medium would just be a hair above low. Right now, I've had it running while I was having dinner, so it's warmed up and it's working normally. My grandfather used to do is put it up to high a little bit, and then drop it back down to medium, and you'll see it is running a little bit faster now. So I don't know what's going on with the medium speed, but it's been like that for as long as I can remember. Even on medium, it's not that loud. And it's a really nice, pleasant sound, too, that it makes. It shakes a little bit. It's always been that way. Alright, let's go to high. You can actually see the lights dim a little bit when you first start it up to high. It's shaking quite a bit. You can just feel the amount of air that's being drawn into this thing. It's incredible how much air these move. These are probably the most powerful plastic blade box fan. Okay, I'll turn it off now. I'll do a spin down. I also have the original printed paper manual to this fan. I believe I know where it is. I'm going to go look for it as this spins down. Okay, I found the manual, so I'm going to show that in a minute. Let's just put it into reverse here, and we'll go to high. Or actually, we'll try for low again. It's always made that clicking sound every now and again as well, and I'm not entirely sure what that is. I used to think it was the washers on the front, but it's not. It's something else. Medium. And high. Doesn't shake nearly as bad on reverse. Look at the draft it makes just from the air recirculating. Cut that off and let that spin down, and then we'll get the startup sounds. And in the time being, let's show the manual. Actually, there's two pieces of documentation in here. There's a the thing for the window panels to mount this in a window, and then the manual itself. Okay, so here's the window mount card, and I'm going to scan this stuff and I'll put it into the computer, and then I'll make a file and I'll put it into the what's that thing called, the Google folders or whatever that thing is. And I'll put a link so you can download the manual if you want to have a copy, because I don't know how many of these are left in existence. I can't imagine it's very many. And this is the only one that I know of. I'm sure somebody else has them somewhere, but they're not common. Here's the best part. Alright, so I'm going to scan this into the computer. Let's do the startup sounds. And then actually, what I can do too is I'll make the document, but I'll also put the scans in as pictures at the end of the video here so you can see it a little more clearly. Okay, here's startup on low. Startup on medium. Startup on high.